Once upon a time, in a small village outside of Barcelona, Spain, a little girl named Zema and her younger brother Nael were about to have the most exciting summer vacation ever.
Zema was 5 years old and full of curiosity.
While Nael, who was 3, loved to laugh and follow his big sister everywhere.
Their mom, Helen, had planned a special trip to a beautiful villa in the countryside.
The villa had tall trees, colorful flowers, and best of all, a swimming pool.
Zema and Nael had never been to a place like this before. They were so happy because their grandma, uncle and auntie came along too. And to make it even better, their cousins from Germany, Josias, Eliana and Hirani were staying with them. On the first day, the sun was shining brightly, and Zema and Nael stood by the edge of the swimming pool.
The water looked cool and sparkly.
But there was one problem. Zema and Nael were a little bit scared of swimming.
"I don't want to go in,"
whispered Zema, holding tightly to her mum's hand.
Me too,
said Nael, hiding behind his sister.
It's okay. You don't have to swim right away. But look, I have these special swimming jackets for you. They'll keep you safe in the water, and I'll be right here with you.
Zema looked at her mum, unsure, but her mum's warm smile and gentle voice made her feel a little braver.
"Okay, I'll try,"
Zema said, nodding slowly. With their swimming jackets on, Zema and Nael held their mum's hands and stepped into the shallow part of the pool. At first the water felt strange and tickled their toes. Nael giggled and splashed his feet, making tiny waves in the water. Zema watched him and started to laugh too.
"See, the water is fun,"
said their cousin, Josias, who was 6 years old and already knew how to swim. He swam around like a little fish, showing off his moves.
"You can do it too. Just keep kicking your feet."
"Like this?"
Zema asked, moving her legs in the water. Slowly but surely she began to float a little. Nael copied her, and soon they were both laughing and splashing around. Every day their mum would take them back to the pool. Little by little, Zema and Nael got more and more comfortable in the water. Their mum helped them float, paddle and blow bubbles in the pool. And guess what? By the end of the 3rd day, Zema didn't need her swimming jacket anymore. She could float on her own.
"Look, Mom, I can do it all by myself!"
Zema shouted proudly as she kicked her feet and glided across the pool. Nael cheered for his sister, and soon he was swimming with no jacket too. One sunny afternoon, Zema and Nael were playing in the pool with their cousins.
"Look at me, everyone!"
Josias swam underwater and popped up like a dolphin.
"Watch this!"
While Hirani, the youngest cousin at 2 years old, splashed around happily with her mum. Eliana, who was 4 years old, liked to do funny jumps into the water.
"Hey, Josias!"
Zema swam over to Josias.
"Hey, Josias, do you want to play a game?"
"Sure, what game?"
"Let's pretend we're sea explorers. We can find treasure under the water."
I want to find treasure too.
Okay, let's make the treasure out of leaves and pebbles from the garden. We'll hide it, and then we can all go on a treasure hunt.
Together, the kids swam to the side of the pool, climbed out and gathered leaves, flowers and small stones from the garden. Zema carefully hid the treasure under a bush near the pool while Nael watched closely, trying not to giggle.
"Okay, everyone, the treasure is hidden. Now we have to find it."
The cousins ran around the garden, pretending to be explorers on a mission. Josias led the way while Eliana and Hirani searched under bushes and behind trees. Zema and Nael were right behind them, laughing and having the time of their lives.
I found it! I found it!
Nael squealed with excitement. Everyone gathered around and cheered. They had completed their mission as brave sea explorers, and the treasure was theirs. That evening, as the sun began to set, Zema and Nael sat by the pool with their mum, watching the sky turn orange and pink. They were tired but happy after a day of swimming and playing.
You both did so well today. You were so brave in the pool, and you had so much fun with your cousins. I'm so proud of you.
"I wasn't scared anymore. Swimming is fun."
Me too!
The next few days were filled with even more adventures. Zema and Nael swam every day, played with their cousins, and explored the beautiful countryside around the villa. They even tried new foods like churros and paella, which made them giggle because of how different they tasted from the food back home. By the time their 7-day vacation was over, Zema and Nael didn't want to leave. But as they packed their bags, their mum promised that they would have many more adventures. in the future. And so Zema and Nael waved goodbye to the villa, their hearts full of happy memories. They knew that no matter where they went next, they could always be brave, try new things, and have fun with their family. The end.